Alrighty, here we are on the Gateway Pundit. Pope Francis weighs in on Trump-Harris race with stunning, disturbing take. Alrighty, let's get into it. In more than a decade since taking over as head of the Catholic Church, Pope Francis has left little doubt about his preferences in American politics. Yeah, he's a leftist. Even in the face of the Democratic Party's unflinching dogma promoting abortion, yeah, because, Catholics are supposed to be anti-abortion, yet what is it? Nancy Pelosi and Biden, they're allegedly Catholic. Now, the reason I say Catholic is how can you be Catholic and allow abortion, right? Because that's the one thing Catholics don't like. Apparently, it's a sin. I'm not 100% sure. I just know that Catholics are really outspoken when it comes to abortion. Anyway, let's continue on. The Catholic Church's theology considers abortion equivalent to murder. But Pope Francis cautiously weighed in on the U.S. presidential election, Ruh-roh, Friday. The Pope exercised a kind of neutral stance that's unlikely to please either side, but might give millions of voters something to think about, especially those on the left. Probably not. But anyway, let's continue. According to CBS News, Francis was asked during an in-flight interview how he would advise American voters to choose between Democratic Vice President Kamala Harris and abortion rights extremist and former President Donald J. Trump, and his vows to deport illegal immigrants. Alright, so if the reporter who asked Francis about the illegal immigrants actually said illegal immigrants and not immigrants, props to him, because normally what they say is immigrants. They mash the two together, illegal and legal, to make it sound that Trump is just going after immigrants as a whole. Anyway, let's continue. Francis drew a moral equivalency between the two, at least going by the CBS report. They are both against life, the one who throws away migrants and the one who yeets babies. So right there, if this report is accurate, Francis is saying he throws away migrants. As far as I know, Trump doesn't want to throw away migrants, the law-abiding ones. He wants to deport all the illegal migrants, the invaders, the ones that cross the border illegally, the drug dealers, the human traffickers, the gangs that are taking over apartment buildings and hotels. Now, as for the Haitians, if they are eating cats and dogs and ducks, I would say that deserves a deportation. But that's how I know that Pope Francis is a leftist. He uses the all-encompassing migrants. He doesn't specify between illegal, criminal, legal, law-abiding. It's all migrants. They're all migrants and they're all welcome. One must choose the lesser of two evils, he said. Who is lesser of two evils? That lady or that gentleman? I do not know. Now, I don't know much about the Bible, but I have heard a saying. I'm pretty sure it's a Christian saying. The shepherd protects his flock. How do you protect your flock if you let in hyenas, jackals, and wild dogs? You don't. So yeah, to wrap this up, I'm not a big fan of the Pope saying migrants, because again, like I said, he's mashing the two together, the legal migrant and the illegal invader. So in my opinion, that's how I get the impression that he's a lefty. Anywho, take care out there in clown world.